John Calvin on Psalm 23, verse 6. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Surely goodness and love will follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Having recounted the blessings which God had bestowed upon him, he now expresses his undoubted persuasion of the continuance of them to the end of his life. Although experience led him to hope well, yet it was principally on the promise by which God confirms his people with respect to the future that he depended. If it is objected that it is presumption for a man to promise himself a continued course of prosperity in this uncertain and changeable world, the answer is that David did not speak in this manner with his view of imposing on God a law, but he hoped for such exercise of God's beneficence towards him as the condition of this world permits, with which he would be contented. I will dwell in the house of the Lord. By concluding this sentence, he manifestly shows that he does not confine his thoughts to earthly pleasures or comforts, but that the mark at which he aims is fixed in heaven, and to reach this was his great object in all things. It is as if he had said, I do not live for the mere purpose of living, but rather to exercise myself in the fear and service of God, and to make progress daily in all the branches of true godliness. And not only so, but he also intimates that to live to God is, in his estimation, of so great importance that he valued all the comforts of the flesh only in proportion as they served to enable him to live to God. He plainly affirms that the end which he contemplated in all the benefits which God had conferred upon him was that he might dwell in the house of the Lord. Whence it follows that when deprived of the enjoyment of this blessing, he made no account of all other things, as if he had said, I will take no pleasure in earthly comfort unless I, at the same time, belong to the flock of God, as he writes in another place, quote, Happy are those whose God is the Lord. Psalm 144, verse 15. Why did he desire so greatly to frequent the temple, but to offer sacrifices there, along with his fellow worshippers, and to improve by the other exercises of religion in meditation upon celestial life? It is therefore certain that the mind of David, by the aid of the temporal prosperity which he enjoyed, was elevated to the hope of the everlasting inheritance.